Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the 1990 edition of the WCW Saturday Night Series. This is, of course, the 1990 March 24th edition and WCW Saturday Night Review Series. Obviously, something we've been pretty passionate around here for a while with. It is one of the many series we do, 2,500 deep, and we continue to be committed to bringing you the best in pro wrestling content, obviously, and so we continue that foray here. Um, you know, we're kind of moving forward, doing things in a hopefully good way for everybody. And again, this is the March 24th edition. We're going to hopefully finish the month of, or the year of 1990 within the next few weeks, or within the next few days, rather. At least that's my goal. Probably about less than 10 episodes to do, so just going to get some recording time in. Anyway, this is the early part of 1990. WCW been in business for less than 2 full years at this point, and goofy gimmicks under the auspices of Jim Herd is what we have got here for the majority of fans to witness. Anyway, we continue to be impressed with the diversity, I guess, of those gimmick opportunities for Mr. Herd's team and all of that. Anyway, we continue to also go into the new Wild Samoans, the Samoan Savage and Samu versus some enhancement talents here. They are new in the area and continuing to be lethal. Not under anyone's management at the moment, although, obviously they had Ben Fryer, a very somewhat one-sided run here. Also, we kind of see Tommy Tommy Rich and Eddie Gilbert are their opponents here. Rich and Gilbert having done battle in Memphis quite a bit, just an odd tag team to see. If you know the Memphis history, of course, most WCW fans didn't, unless they lived in that Memphis market or read the magazines, whatever have you. But Tommy Rich probably here the tag team with Gilbert, probably the highlight of his WCW run at this time. Obviously, a long way from his World Championship run of 4 days in 1984. Anyway, missed by the Samoan SWAT team on a maneuver. However, they get some cheap shots on Eddie Gilbert and manage to get things back under their control. And a top rope splash leads them to a victory. Minnesota Wrecking Crew out next in an enhancement match, and they manage to get a power slam off on their adversaries here relatively quickly and efficiently. Not exactly what people are expecting. Minnesota Wrecking Crew, a mass tag team brought in by Ole Anderson after his kind of, I wouldn't say dissolution of the Horsemen, but they are trying to get rid of the Steiners once and for all. Anderson basically says that Sting needs to stay away from Horseman business, etc. and so forth. The continuation of the friendship building between Mike Rotundo and Norman the Lunatic, pretty big here, and the separation between Abdullah the Butcher and others as it relates to the Sullivan Slaughterhouse concept is also pretty much in full swing here. Captain Mike Rotundo doing a sea captain gimmick. I don't know who comes up with this. Nasty Ned Bradley is his enhancement opponent here. I would generally say super short match, as it were, super basic, and Bradley sends Rotundo to the outside. The match continues back in the ring. Bradley getting more of a brawl than is expected. Airplane spin by Rotundo, almost akin to the time when he was in the Varsity Club. Cactus Jack Manson up next in an enhancement match here. Manson not really having much direction, although it does have an alignment with Sullivan, Slaughterhouse, and Kevin Sullivan. Very basic punch kick maneuvers. And of course, Cactus coming off his world class run just a few months before, less than a year before, and that probably cemented him pretty steadily. Anyway, Cactus Jack managing some very basic punch kick type stuff. Also, the diving elbow off the apron by Cactus gives him lead to a victory. Kevin Sullivan basically saying he is the man that has complete control over Cactus Jack, so everyone needs to worry, and anyone who has betrayed him needs to also be worried too. Lex Luger wants Ric Flair one more time, promises that if he doesn't become champion, he'll basically quit trying, even though Luger is the U.S. champion. Ron Simmons out here and doing a good bit of posing and whatnot. Simmons, of course, one half of Doom, who eventually become the World Tag Team Champions. Animal, though, facing off against Simmons here in a singles contest here. And actually, I believe this is from a previous week, so we'll skip over that. Needless to say, that match is killing some time. Sting promises to come back and relegate getting rid of the Horseman after his knee injury here. Sting, of course, talking about not knowing how long he'll be out, but comes back and is out again before too long, although does win the WCW Championship at Great American Bash 1990 in the summer. The Midnight Express, beautiful Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane alongside Jim Cornette holding on to the U.S. Tag Team Championship belts. And Zane Painter and another enhancement talent are the charge for the day. Eaton and Lane, a phenomenal tag team. Not that anyone doesn't already know that, but martial arts shots by Lane, among other things, leading to a victory for their run, and the abuse of power from the U.S. Tag Team Champions, the Midnight Express, leads to a run-in at the end of the match after they're beating up the enhancement talent, and Pillman and Zinc are able to run out. We have a mass tag team. I believe they are the Galaxians, taking on the Steiner Brothers. Steiner Brothers, your World Tag Team Champions at this point. Rick Steiner comes in with the Steiner line, among other things, getting a pretty quick attempted victory. Actually, only one of the Galaxians in there and another enhancement talent. Scott Steiner, though, managing a pretty intense backbreaker power slam, and eventually hits the Frankensteiner to get the victory. And ultimately, that's where we'll stop for this particular episode. We'll be back with more right after this.